What up, baby? It's your boy Manuel Godoy, and we are in the final 5 days of the Black Sands anime round. That's a little bit, but that's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, 100%, because this is it, man. This is it. We got like a day or like 5 days, man. On Friday at midnight, everything's a wrap. There's nothing left to do. So I'm a little intimidated. But I think we could probably pull something off, right? We just got to do the right thing and get the right numbers in there. So I'm pretty excited right now. We got a couple of things we're going to talk about today, but for the most part, I'm going to be answering your questions, and I'm also going to be announcing some other things that I feel are very important for some of the bigger people, right? The people who are accredited investors who invest a lot of money a year, stuff like that. These people might be interested in these new terms for our bigger investors. So first off, thank you guys so much for being here. Big time. Shout out to your state, whatever state you're in. Let me know in the comment section. If you're in a different country, that's who. And we're gonna start off with checking out where the campaign is right now. So as we can see here, right, we moved quite a bit in the last, I'd say in the last 2 weeks. So in the last 2 weeks, we put another like 200K on the board. So that was pretty good. We did 200K in the last 2 weeks. So I appreciate you guys for supporting the campaign. And we have about 1,600 people who invested in the Black Sands anime so far. So if you're one of them, if you already invested in the Black Sands anime, let me know in the comment section. Tell me how much you invested. I really appreciate you guys. Also, this is it. You see that timer right there? It says 5 days and 5 hours. So we really at the finish line right now, man. There's not much left to do once we go to this point. And, I couldn't be more excited about this because at the end of the day, this is it. Once I'm done with this, I hand it off. I hand it off completely to Carl Reed's team, and they start working on that animation. They got to go and secure whatever funding is missing and everything else, and it's no longer my responsibility. At this point, I'm just making sure that the movie's going to be a success once it comes out, right? So I see that. Oh, yeah, I see a couple people said they upgraded to gold. Caroline did 12,000. Caroline, I appreciate you. Appreciate you big time. I see a couple of 2000s up in here, man. A couple of 2000s. Hey, I got a quick question for y'all. For all people who invested $2,000, did you know that that if you upgraded to $5,000 in total, that you'd be able to upgrade from silver to gold because the gold card is now $5,000. Yeah, so a lot of people, they were at 2K. And I was like, I wanted to give them an opportunity to invest more while giving them an incentive, right? Because what happens is 10,000 was so far away that a lot of people couldn't really get there. So what I decided to do was change the rules to get it to where it will be 5K instead of 10K, right? So now it's 5K, right? And anybody who upgrades to $5,000 will get that upgrade, even if you already got cards for the previous tiers. It's fine. So definitely be thinking about that if you're planning on making some adjustments. He said, I see the numbers, so I do see people who are definitely in, and we're going to go from there. Let's see. Let's see. So I'm still here. Willie Washington, thank you so much. You did 6,000. I appreciate you too. Yeah, so what we're doing here, right, is in the last couple of days, we have two initiatives, right? We have two initiatives. One, we want to double up, right? We want to double up our investments. And the cool thing is on Friday is payday. Like everybody's payday is on Friday, right? Friday 28th. Everybody's going to get paid that day. So we have an opportunity for one last hard push from the people who already invested in Black Sands, right? So honestly, I probably expect us to get another $200,000 at least before the end of the investment round. I don't know though, because we had a lot of people participate already, right? and there's but so many people you can get. But I think we'll be able to do it. Additionally, we need to go and we need to galvanize the troops, right? We need to tell people, hey, you need to get on this, right? We got a lot of celebrities, we got a lot of hardcore actors. We need a lot of people to be a part of this anime uh, from the ground up. So we need to be talking to people, especially in the last 5 days. That's going to be huge. I'm going absolutely ballistic on social media. If you see my Instagram page, I am going guns blazing trying to get this campaign done. So I've been doing massive numbers the entire month, right? And we're just trying, man. We try to do as much as we can. Let's see. Unorthodox said he invested 2,500 and he's gonna hit that other 2,500 tomorrow. Appreciate you for that, man. You about to get your gold card, And the other thing that's really exciting. So there's a couple of bigger investors that are in our community, right? These are people who are doctors, lawyers, real estate agents, something like that, right? They're people who have very high paying careers, right? And these people in our community, right? They invest a lot of money every year. They invest a couple $100,000 a year on a whole bunch of stuff, right, across their portfolio. So what we did was we started opening a program in this last week, right, for our bigger investors. And what our bigger investors can do is instead of just getting a gold card at the top, if they invested $50,000, right? If they invested $50,000, or every $50,000 they invest would get them an additional half a point. So if you don't know what points are, right? Points are basically 1% of the net profits of the Black Sands anime, right? So that's 1%, one total percent. Normally 1% for all the investors is around $110,000. That's 1%. So when I say a half a point for $50,000, that's slightly less, right? Just because it's a round number, that's slightly less than the regular rate. But basically, what you're doing is when you do an investment for $50,000, you're getting double points, right? Because you're getting the 0.55 plus the 0.5, so you're getting like 1.05% of the entire net profits of Black Sands, right? The anime, all for 50K. So we already had somebody who jumped on that. Clifton just invested this weekend. He was the first one to do it. And he did an additional $50,000 in order to claim that. So now he's getting double the points, basically, for his investment. So I hope to God that when this anime hits the movie theaters, right, and it does phenomenal numbers, that we can cut a big ass check to him, right? Because I'm trying to get everybody paid, man. Like that is the one thing I want to do more than anything else in the world. I want everybody who invested in Black Sands to get a bigger check than what they put in. You know what I mean? And so I'm excited about that program. I think we do have a couple of people who can pull that off. I think we do have a couple of celebrities who follow us and everything else. And we're going to be reaching out and just making sure that we can get those big chunks if we can get them, right? Because it did move a lot because of that 50K, right? That 50K pushed us a little harder. So getting them random 50Ks and 20Ks, whatever, they help push the ball. But at the end of the day, what I really want to see is what we had back in the day, man. What we had when we were first doing the investments, we were having about 50 investors come in an hour. You know what I mean? And, it sucks because at the end of the day, we ran out of investors. Like we literally have so many people in our community who can invest, but eventually we have to go outside of our community, right? And what's happening is we were getting about 50 investors per hour for like the first 2 weeks of our investment round. That's how we got like 100. That's how we got to like $1 million in 2 weeks, right? And hopefully we can get that kind of momentum in the last 5 days, right? But we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. But we got to get like volume. So it doesn't even matter if it's $250, right? Or it's 5,000. It doesn't matter. If you can get 50 investors an hour, right? If you can get 50 investors an hour, you're going to skyrocket through this campaign, right? So I don't care if it's only 250. I just want people you know, being a part of this and participating. That's the kind of important thing that we need to be doing. You know what I mean? Oh, Tolu, what's up, man? Appreciate you. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. So we got here too. I saw some questions coming in about what about getting the celebrities that are in it to invest to top it off. As far as that's a conversation at the end of the campaign. Like we're not going to do it now, right? But if we do have to gap, if we do have to like find gap funding, right? Because we hit 1.8 or something like that, and we have to fill the gap, we're first going to be talking to people who are connected to the Black Sands anime, and then we're going to talk to outside investors, right? Because at the end of the day, we still got to get all the funding, no matter what, right? We have no choice on that. We have to do all the funding. So we're going to see about that, right? But I'm kind of a big taboo guy. I don't like, I never like asking employees, right, or people that are working for you for investment. I just never liked it. I thought it was taboo, right? It's like, you know, you paying them, you pay them, right? It's like you don't want to have a weird relationship where you paid them and they paid you. It's like I like when money goes one direction, right? So you know, that's just a weird dynamic for me. I've never been one for it, you know. Let's see here. All right, so I'm going to be answering any questions you got right now. Feel free to ask any questions at all. Remember, upgrade to your gold card. You can get your gold cards today for 5K, right? So wherever you're at right now, if you go to 5K, you got this, right? And double points for anybody who's doing 50K or more. So if you know any lawyers, doctors, real estate brokers, those kind of peoples, right? Let them know. This might be that opportunity. Let's see what we got here. What we got here? Oh, let me see. There are also special credit placements with special honorary roles in the film. Yes, yes, there is. So anybody who's a gold tier investor does have different credits. They have different credits to everybody else. So that's a good point, Darlene. That's a very good point right there. You don't just get the gold card, but you also get an honorary title in the credits, right? You get a bigger section, all that good stuff. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of clout involved by being a gold card member. Let's see. What's the crazy stat? What's the crazy stat? I don't even know what the crazy stat is. Let's see. Let's see. Is the if the goal isn't hit, what's the backup plan? Delay until we hit the goal? Nah, this campaign ends on February 28th, no matter what. No matter what. Now the movie premiere might delay, right? Because we have to fill the gap, right? We already know what the budget is for the full film, right? So we expect to have this much money by this date. So if we don't have this much money by this date, then we're just going to have to find that money, right? And if we find that money, we'll have to talk to outside investors, and that might take 2 or 3 months, right? It might take 2 or 3 months to secure that funding. So 100% the premiere of Black Sands will be pushed back, you know, maybe even pushed back significantly, right? So we'll see, right? Hopefully we don't have to worry about that. Hopefully we're going hard enough and we're making big enough of a buzz on social media that we actually get this done. And if you're not following me on Instagram right now, you're doing yourself a disservice, all right? You need to follow me on Instagram, share all my stories, share all my posts, because guess what? That's the easiest way for you to do the groundwork. Your friends follow you. Your friends follow you, and they see your post. If you just keep reposting everything that we posting, if you remix our stuff and everything else, that's easy work. You don't got to make no new custom videos. You just say, I invested in this. You should too. So definitely follow us on IG. Definitely share our stuff. Put it in your stories. Do whatever you can. Because one, you're helping me with the algorithm. And number two, you're helping yourself because, like I said, if we finish everything off, we get this movie out early. We don't get it done a year from now, whatever. We get it out this year. Let's see. I had a question. Could you explain how buying stock with the investment works? Yeah, it's not stock. It's not stock. This is a profit sharing round. So if you're unaware, Black Sands currently is a profit. The anime is a profit sharing round for episode 1 through 3 of the Black Sands anime. All right, so that's the movie premiere. Basically, 1 through 3 is 90 minutes, and it's a movie, right? It's gonna be in movie theaters. So people are gonna get profit sharing based off ticket sales, distribution, licensing, that kind of stuff, right? And that's where all the money's going to be coming in from. So if the question is whether it's not stock, you're not getting stock, you don't have to sell your stock to get money. 2 months after the movie premieres in the movie theaters, we'll know how much it made, and then we'll be cutting a check to Wefunder, and Wefunder will pay all the investors. They'll split it up perfectly. They have systems in place to automatically split up the investments so that you'll get your money very simply. It'll be in like your account or whatever, and you can like withdraw it or invest it in other things, whatever you want to do with it. But it's your money. Is this through Wefunder or Patreon? It's through Wefunder. And if you look right at the bottom of the screen, you see a scrolling thing that says invest at wefunder.com/BlackSandsAnime. I'm going to put the website in the comment section right now. If you have not invested yet, do not wait for this conversation to be over to invest. Do not wait for this conversation to be over to increase your investment. Do it now. All right. The reason why, I want to shout you out when you do it, right? I want to be able to say, hey, what's up, man? This guy just did yada, yada, yada. Or this person or this woman did this, this, and this. Right. So do it now. Secondly, people procrastinate. I've seen people go in and they're like, oh, I'm so glad I invested. And they invested after the deadline, right? And they're about to get refunded. And I don't even want to tell them that because I know it's going to hurt their soul, right? But they waited. They waited, right? So the main thing is making sure that you're in there before Friday. Friday is the very last day, right? And if your money comes on Monday, this is the thing, right? Let's say your money comes on Monday. Oh, my money's coming in on Monday, but Friday is the last day to invest. Then what you need to do is go and invest and then say, I'm going to use check. I'm going to send you a check, right? And what they do is they give you a certain amount of time to send in the check, right? It's not immediate. So you can go and you mail them a check, right? And that gives you time to go and get your money in if it's coming in on Monday or whatever the heck is going on. You know what I mean? So that's just a couple of like backup plans if you ever want to be an investor and you just for some reason your money's coming in on Monday or something like that, then that's how you pull it off. Let's see. Is there an animation series? No, we're making the movie right now. And this is the beginning of the series. So the first 3 episodes is the introduction to the Black Sands verse, and then it goes to season 1. Season 1 is 10 episodes long, and there's a part A and B. So first part's 10 episodes, second part's 10 episodes. What card should you have for 2K? 2K is definitely the silver tier. This one, the silver card. So silver tier right here is for 2K. Let's see. Anthony McClary, thank you so much, man. Gold card member. Oh, yeah, that's how it was, man. That 50 new investors per hour was nuts, but it was real. Like I used to have like at the beginning of the campaign, I used to literally have 700, 800 investors in like 48 hours. It was crazy. Like the emails were blowing up, man. My Yahoo was blowing up. So yeah, it was still crazy, man. Someone said, do you still need actors? No, not at this time. Everything's fully cast. Will merchandise from the movie be included in returns for movie investors? I don't believe so. I do not believe so. I believe it's entirely involved in distribution. So anything involving distribution is what the money's coming from. So that's licensing, right? So somebody wants to go and show this on in schools, right, or a program that wants to use these movies, then they have to pay a licensing fee. Distribution is like Netflix, movie theaters, ticket sales, right? Amazon, all those things are distribution, right? Also, rights like the rights sales, that's for like international, right? South Africa wants to be a South African company wants to be the company that shows this movie internationally. That's all a part of that pot. So anything involving distribution of the Black Sands anime in perpetuity is what this campaign is about, right? That's what you're getting a check for. Do you have a link to buy in? Yeah, I'm putting it in the comment section right now. Go check it. I just put it in the comment section. So go look right now, click that link and invest right now. Do not wait for the end of this conversation. We got you, okay? Lee George, same thing for you, brother. Link, I just put the link in the comment section, so go and click that link. You can go and review a campaign if you like, but if you're kind of determined on what you want to invest in already, then just hit that invest button and get it done. Come back in here and let us know what you did. What is the projected production date? I think you mean release date, and release date would be if we hit our maximum goal, right? Very important that disclaimer is out there. If we hit our maximum goal, the release date should be end of the fall or early winter of 2025 this year, okay? If we hit the maximum goal. Now, if we don't hit the maximum goal, then we got to negotiate to get to the maximum goal, right? And that takes time. Takes time. What do you get as a gold member? Well, you get special credits, right? You get special credits in the film period, so it's like it's honorary role, right? And then you also get your gold card. So you get a gold card right here, boom, right? Now, at the end of the day, the one thing that's really valuable about your investment is profit sharing, right? So no matter how much money you put in, it's going to multiply your return, right? So if you invested, let's say somebody invests $250, right? And somebody else invested $10,000. So let's say the movie has $20 million in profits, right? $20 million in profits, and all the investors put in $2 million. I'm using very simple math on purpose, right? So all the investors invested 20 million, right? And they're getting 30% of all net profits, right? So what you do is first, what you got to do is just simply say, hey, I need to take 30%, right, of 20 million. And that's what? Probably, let's just say 6 million for the hell of it, right? Let's just say 6 million. So it's 6 million, right? And then we divide that by 2 million. You got 3 million, and you got basically three times your investment, right? So every investor would get 3 times their investment. That means the person who invested 250 would get 750, and the person who invested 10,000 would get 30,000. You know what I mean? So that's how it works. The cards are clout, right? It's like letting people know that you were here before we were famous. If you look at the card, if you look right here, you see that date right there? You see that date right there? It's to symbolize that you were here before we were famous. You actually are a founder in what we're doing, right? That's what the cards are for. They're clout. Are there links to share on social media? Yeah, everything. Just follow my Instagram account, and that's the easiest way to get content. You can steal my videos, download them, do whatever you want. I post a lot of stuff, especially in this last week. So flood the internet with what we got. Let's see. I don't necessarily know what this means, but if you're talking about a card that you might have invested in, we've already distributed them a long time ago. I believe it was a silver card. So if it was the silver card, and what was the silver card character? I'm trying to think. Who was the character for the silver card? Was it MSME? It might have been MSME. If it was MSME, yeah, man, we still got some. I think we still got some MSME cards. Just email us. Email us and we'll get you the link. Hey, Anthony McClary, man, what's up? What's up, man? 5,000. Appreciate you. Part of the Gold Club. After the first payout, how often will we receive checks? Once or twice a year? In all honesty, I have no clue. I have no clue. It's definitely it's definitely once a year, no matter what. Right? It's once a year, no matter what. Maybe twice, right? But the accounting process might be a pain in the butt, so I don't know. Right? We might not want to do it multiple times. Right? It might cost a lot of money to do the accounting side of it. So we'll see. Nicole. So guess what? If you did invest 2,500, what happens is you need to let us know, right? If we send you an invite for like a Ruby card, right, and then we send you an invite for like a silver card, you're supposed to get the silver cards only, right? So what happens is if somebody has two investments in there, right, and they're completely different amounts, sometimes we only get the information from them in separately. So we get like two different emails or two different investment numbers. So just let us know whenever you see something like that. Everybody, let us know. If you invested X amount and you got an offer for a Y amount, that is entirely because they broke up the investment and all we're seeing is these smaller numbers instead of the bigger whole number. All right. So just let us know, email us, and we'll be able to fix it. It's not a problem. Hey, awesomeness queen. What I would advise is make sure to open that link. So first of all, open that link that I just put into the comment section. I'll put it in there again, right? But go to the link, keep it open. But since you don't really know what's going on, just wait until after this meeting. And then you can go and watch the entire campaign video and look at the entire page with all the information on it. And you should get a good grasp of what's going on with the Black Sands anime, how you're going to be paid, how the campaign works, and everything. All right. This is profit sharing. It's not stock. It is not stock. You're not going to the stock exchange. You can't sell your shares. None of that stuff. You are buying a piece of a pie, right? And that piece of the pie is yours forever. Hey, just add another 1,000 to your 500. Appreciate you, boss. Upgrade for sure. Are there any more surprise voice actor announcements? Nah, we ain't got no more, man. We done casted everybody, bro. We casted There are no more voice acting casts. I wish there was, but at the end of the day, we don't have no more options. We've casted everybody, man. We've casted everybody, and I'm pretty excited. I think I will have some animation this week. I think I will have some early animation this week. I hope I do, right? Allegedly, I'm supposed to get it tomorrow. So we'll see if we got something new on that side. Someone just updated. Oh, yeah, Jay. What's up, Jay? He said, Jay always over here, man, with the Spider-Man joint. I don't think you ever changed that, man. I think you've always had the Spider-Man joint for like years because you've always been in our meetings for like freaking like 4 years now or something like that. But yeah, man, upgraded to the gold tier. That's why I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Let's see. Willie Washington says, has the meeting of what do you mean? Do you see me? Do you see me, boss? I'm pretty sure you saw me because you were commenting earlier about how much you invested. So I know you're here, right? This is the meeting. We're just talking. I didn't do a Zoom this time. What I'll probably do is on Friday, I'm gonna do a 10-hour. I don't know if I can do a 10-hour Zoom, but I'm gonna do a 10-hour Zoom. Right? I'm gonna try to do a 10-hour Zoom. And that way, anybody can just come in and talk to me. All investors can come in and talk to me, ask whatever questions they want. I'm just going to be here yapping it up, man. I'm be yapping it up for 10 straight hours on the very last day. Any questions people have, any last thoughts, whatever, I am going to be on there the whole freaking day. It's going to be crazy. As a matter of fact, let me go update the page real quick. Let's see what we're looking at now. We got a couple people to upgrade already. Let's see what we got. All right, we're at 1477. Appreciate y'all, man. You think we can get 1500 tonight? I mean 1.5 million? If we hit 1.5 million, we're at like 75% funded. We're at 75% funded if we hit 1.5 million. So I think we could do it. We just got to get a couple of more upgrades in there. We'll see. Let's see. I saw you on Cheddar Yahoo Finance. Yeah, that was years ago. I was on Cheddar a long time ago. It was cool too. Hey, thank you, David Boone, Gold Card member. Yeah, I think the thing about it is this, right? Media is the media, man. Right now, if you're not a political pundit, like nobody wants to talk to you really, right? If you're not a political pundit or a celebrity already, nobody really wants to talk to you too much in the media because right now it's all Trump, right? It's all Trump. so you know, at the end of the day, we all have to do our own grind. Hey, I'm killing it right now on Instagram. Like I'm getting like I think I've done so far in the last 30 days like 1.2 million reach, right? I have multiple videos in the last week alone that's done like 200,000 views. So I am going as hard as I possibly can, right? But at the end of the day, it is the algorithm and it is meta and stuff like that. I can't force people to click a link and invest. So investments are coming in, but are they coming in the way I would like? You know, because I can't really control the flow. I can't control the methods. But we're going to see what happens on Friday because Friday is supposed to be a big day. You know, payday. Everybody got their last hoorah, right? The countdown's ticking by the minute. Yeah. Let's see. What's the name of the voice actors for the cast? Who has glasses? I don't know. I don't know exactly which one that is. I think I saw your message earlier too. I don't really know all the names of all the cast members. There's so many. But you know, you'll be able to find it. Ryan Johnson, appreciate you, man. Hey, Trent Height. Yeah, you got to order the investor cards. But if you didn't get an email for it, what you need to do is just send us an email. You should have our email because you got the books. That means you got our receipts for like delivery and everything else. Just reply to one of those emails, right? And say, hey, I was supposed to get an investor card, but I never did. I invested this, and this in this anime campaign. All right. Now, if you invested in Black Sands Entertainment, that's a completely different card, completely different campaign. But if you invested in Black Sands Anime, you know, that's a separate one as well. And just let us know how much you did, and then we'll be able to get the information for you so we can get you the card. You know what I mean? D Love, same thing, right? I received Ruby. I should have gotten silver. Just let us know before you order the cards, right? We're still going to send you the silvers, but you're supposed to let us know, all right? If you get an email that says, hey, come and claim your Ruby cards, you'd be like, I'm not a Ruby card member. So respond and say, hey, I'm supposed to be silver. I invested this much, and then we'll fix it for you, right? So just let us know beforehand. There's going to be another round of emails going out at the end of the campaign. If you already ordered cards, don't order more cards unless you upgraded. If you upgrade, then yeah, for sure, order more cards. But everybody's supposed to get two. Same thing for Rifa. Just let me know, okay? Send me an email. Let's see. Will this be a one-time payment? PB, yes. Yes, this is a one-time payment. The Black Sands anime round is a one-time payment. You're paying for your slice of the pie. And it's not going to change. It's not going to go up. It's not going to go down. Whatever you get is yours, right? And that's it. There's no long-term fee for this or anything. Trent said he just invested another 5K. Appreciate you, brother. Any plans on reappearing? Well, I can't force nobody to show me anything, right? I was on Sway in the morning. Earlier this month, right? Actually, it was like the end of January. And I was also on another show with my wife Giselle about a week ago, and that show actually brought in a lot of investment. It brought a lot of investment. It was like a regular podcast show, but we got like $60,000 in like one day. So that was a pretty good podcast. They have really good followers, so I'm pretty excited about that. Let's see. Raymond Martin, email us. Can Black Sands Entertainment cover the rest of the funding that is short so we don't get anyone outside for investing? Yeah, I'm not going to do that. We already put in a lot of money. So Black Sands Entertainment already put in like $250,000, right? So I'm not doing it anymore, right? At the end of the day, right, Black Sands Entertainment still needs to function properly, right? We still need to make books. You know what I'm saying? So we can't completely empty out the coffers for that. Composition Media, though, is coming with a lot of financial backing themselves, right? So Composition Media will be taking out lines of credit and other things to go and fill the gaps and stuff like that. And they're also going to be bringing in their own investors because obviously they make a lot of movies in Hollywood, right? They make a lot of movies. So they know the investor pool. They just didn't want to use them yet, right? Because if you can avoid them, it's always better to avoid them, right? They have a lot of stipulations, right? The regular Hollywood investors have a lot more stipulations than fans, right? So they want control. They want to tell you where you could sell it and everything else. There's always some strings attached, right? So we try to avoid the strings as much as possible. But at the end of the day, Black Sands is already gone about as hard as we can go. With that being said, I think me and Giselle might throw some money in. We'll see. But that, our personal money. You know what I mean? I always like getting 2 checks instead of 1, right? I'm gonna get a check as a producer no matter what, right? But at the end of the day, I believe in myself, right? So if a fighter could bet on themselves in boxing, they would, right? If it was legal to bet on yourself, you would. Hey, DL, thank you so much, man. 20K, that is incredible. That is incredible. Big Mo Hut, good evening. I just doubled up. 5K out of Ohio. At Cleveland? You in Cleveland or what? Yeah, 100%. You definitely gonna get that gold card. Yeah, so what happens is we're gonna be sending out those emails like a month after the campaign's over, and then everybody's gonna be able to get their cards. Really appreciate you guys too for doing this, man. It means a lot. It means a lot, man. Because at the end of the day, I hate the fact that I have to stress my own fans out. Like, I really hate that. I really do hate that because you guys know me for so long and you already did so much that I kind of don't want to like push you so hard to double up or get to a higher tier, stuff like that. Because it almost sounds desperate, right? But at the end of the day, I can only rely on social media, right? And who really wants to rely 100% on Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk? You know what I'm saying? Like who wants to rely on them? You know what they do. You know how they censor certain content, right? So I don't want to rely on them pushing my content out there. I want to be able to do as much as I can with my core fans. And because you and me are so deeply invested in this in the first place, right? If this movie fails, I fail as a person, like completely. Like everything falls apart, right? Because this is me. This is my whole play. This is the one thing I'm doing. This is the one thing I've been working on for a freaking decade to come out to break the freaking wall open, right? I'm outside Rome. I'm outside Rome, daring the army to come the fuck out. And this is the one chance I have to sack Rome, right? This is the one chance I have to make a difference and actually make history before slavery be an actual thing that we could just make infinitely, that nobody can ever tell us what to do, right? And because I'm so deep into this, and because my entire career, my whole reputation, everything goes down into this last push, right? This is why, right? I do have the courage to push you harder than I've ever done before. I've never told y'all to double up in previous investment rounds. I've never done that. I've never said, get to 5K, get to 10K, please, guys, because I know how much of a financial burden that could be to people because they ain't going to get their money back right away, right? And then but at this point, man, we're at the gate. We're at the gate. It's a dangerous place to be, but we are there. And all we have to do is animate it at this point. All the voice actors have already done their casting. You've seen it on Instagram. You've seen the takes from Michael Jai White, Deborah Wilson, freaking T.C. Carson, from freaking Eddie Griffin. You've seen all of them do their acting already. They're done. Everything's done. All the voice acting's done. Hundreds of thousands of dollars voice acting done. All the animatics, literally $500,000 in animatics for the whole movie, 90-minute movie, all done. It's already done. It's all paid for. It's all done. At this point, we have to animate it. That's it. But it's all done. You can watch a 90-minute film right now. It's going to look like trash, right? Because it's an animatic. But you can watch a whole 90-minute movie about with Black Sands anime right now if you had access. You don't have access, but you could, right? We've done all of that stuff. So we've definitely did everything we could to get to this point, and now it's just a sprint to the finish line. That's why I'm kind of asking you guys to do this, right? That's why I'm saying double up, triple up, because at the end of the day, I feel like this is as safe as it's ever going to be. This investment is about as safe as it's ever gonna be. When it comes to film is notoriously a dangerous industry because you could win super hard and you could completely fail. That's just the way the nature of the beast is. There's no guaranteed sales anywhere. You could win or you could instantly fail. You never know. So what happens is this one, because we got such great celebrities to join our team, because we got such great, people to actually work on the development, man. We got people who've done Vinland Saga, directing the action. We've done everything possible to make this a success now. All we got to do is get the rest of the Black community to be on board when we release, right? I can't reach the rest of the Black community today, right? But 3 months from now, when we have entire segments of our anime done, when we have literal clips of Raw going hard or Asar being the most gangster Black MC of all time, we're going to have immediate access to all those shows that you were talking about. The Breakfast Club, Good Morning America, BET. Everybody's going to be covering Black Sands because it's going to be like a freaking cultural phenomenon, right? But right now, we the insiders. We're the day one squad. This is the Black Sands family. These are the elites. We're secret here. Nothing I can do to make this bubble bigger. I got to rely on Mark Zuckerberg, right? So that's why I'm saying double up. That's why I'm saying triple up if you can. Go harder, go faster. Because at the end of the day, this is our play. This is our play. And I've always done this for you as a parent, as a grandparent, as an educator, for your kids. Make content that would not be inappropriate for your freaking kids, right? Shooting morals and principles and showing ancient civilizations, not just Egypt, but all across the diaspora. So when you see that level of commitment, when you see that level of integrity, right? And you see that educators, teachers, right? Educators love Black Sands. School Library Journal loves Black Sands. The people who are saying what's morally correct, what's things that should be taught to kids, they all love Black Sands. This is the one thing that we could finally say is 100% for us, that's also not censored, that's also not chopped down and changed so it could fit some marketing scheme from Hollywood, right? This is really our baby right here. And we're going to be able to do it together with the Black Sands anime, man. That's what we're going to do. So that's why I ask, I hate asking stuff like this. I hate getting people into financial. I don't want people being financially tight because they invested more, right? But at the end of the day, this is us. This is all of it. We're all in. We're all in. Let's go. All right, let me get back into these questions real quick. Sorry about that, guys. When is the show expected to come out? End of the fall or early winter, if we hit the maximum goal. All right. And let me put the link back in the comment section. Sorry about that. I had to go on my rant because, this is it, man. This is it. I'll put that in there right there. Let's see. When sending a check, is there a time frame that the check needs to be received? Yeah, they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you the time frame, right? It's not super fast. So don't worry about like, oh, it has to be sent like within 3 days. No, it's not super fast. All right. So just they'll let you know, right? I think it has to be like time stamped a certain time, like for when it's sent out. If I invest 250 today, will I be able to invest more later? Yes. You can increase your investment, you can lower your investment, you can cancel your investment as much as you want before February 28th. All right. So once that close is done, nothing can be done. But investing today and then investing on Friday, 100% can be done. And it's best to do it that way, right? You don't want to wait, because what happens is when you wait, you forget to put that 250 in. And then when you go on Friday and then somebody says, hey, I need you to get the kids. And then you're like, oh, okay, I got to get the kids. And then you forget. And then it's 12:05 and you're like, oh, crap, forgot to invest. And it says, campaign's closed. Now you got nothing in. You know what I mean? Anthony Lee, appreciate you. Anthony Lee putting in the numbers, man. He got one. Well, you got one Seth card. Well, you're gonna get 2 more gold cards, man. 2 gold cards. All right, we're gonna upgrade you. We're gonna get you some golds. He said 1.5 million is doable tonight, right? It is doable. Let's go check it. I haven't checked it. I know people are doing the upgrades right now, and it kind of delays. Takes a second to go in. So let me see. Okay, what happens is this, right? It went down, but it didn't really go down. You'll see why. You'll see why. So what happens is this, right? And it does these little games. I hate when it does these games. So what happens is this, right? If somebody invests and they increase their investment, right? They increase their investment. What happens is, and it's the weirdest thing in the world, they actually remove the investment that they did. So they remove it as if it never existed, right? And the new investment number shows up, but it shows up after vetting, right? So it vets the number first and makes sure it's solid, it's real, right? And then when they do that, the investment number actually goes on the campaign. So it went up to 147. It was 1474. I mean, 1477. Then it went down to 1474. That is because a whole bunch of people changed their investment to a higher amount, and it erased their old investment, but it ain't put the new one up yet. All right. So we did that seesaw. We did that seesaw when the person did when Clifton did 50,000. He did 50,000, right? And the campaign went down 10,000. And you're like, how did it go down 10,000? And it's because they had to vet it. They're like, oh, I don't know, 50,000. Is that real or is that fake investment? Right. So they took the old one off and then they put it all on at the same time. And then we went up to like, we went all the way up in the shooting past the moon, like once it came up. So that's how that happens. Sometimes it goes down and comes back up. Benjamin, we got you, man. Just email us, okay, baby? Whatever happened to Keith David? Hey, at the end of the day, we couldn't get him. We couldn't get him, right? We wanted him, we couldn't get him. At the end of the day, we have time. We have a very tight schedule. So if we couldn't get people, we couldn't get them. You know what I mean? So that's just what happened. It's just a time schedule thing. Let's see. Ever thought about casting LeVar Burton? I love him. All right. But at the end of the day, I only have so many characters. So we're going to see in the future. But as of right now, we're good. Is that 5K included if you invest 5K total or 5K extra app if you've already invested? No, it's 5K total. It's 5K total or more, right? If you got 5K or more, you're a gold card member. All right. That'd be weird. That'd be weird if people who invested 5K, right, didn't get gold card because they didn't increase to 5K, right? Like, right. So we got you on that. Hey, someone said, I see that the $1,000 perk is bronze. I got my card for Ruby. Is there a way to return Ruby? You don't have to return anything. Just let us know about which card you were supposed to get, right? And we'll get you a code for that. All right. It's true, right? It's only 2 milli, right? It's only 2 milli. I saw a lot of other people raising a lot of money, and I was like, man, how they making? How they raising so much money? Who's invested in that? You know, I'm like, where are these investors? Because I know I'm getting a lot of traction. I was like, where they get all these investors, man? They get like $1 million every 4 days. I was like, okay. Let's see. We've only need just go bigger. Okay, let's see what we got here. That being said, my brother, keep your eyes open. Let's see. I'm just going through the comments right now. I'm trying to make sure I got them all. Caroline said she just added another $1,000 to her 12,500. Appreciate you big time. Do you still have the soundtracks for the old app? Yeah, I don't got them anymore. Did you miss anything significant? We were just talking about the incentives. We changed the gold tier from 10K to 5K, and now we're trying to reach $1.5 million tonight. I think we can make it. We probably already made it. You never know. But Wefunder is very slow to process things. So sometimes it'll erase everything, and then like an hour later, it'll drop like $30,000 on the board. So just keep an eye on that, okay? Jay, what you talking about, brother? Johnny Parker, just go to Wefunder and go to your portfolio, okay? Wefunder.com/portfolio. You can check your portfolio. You can check all the investments. It should say that you're good to go. It should say that you're closed. You know what I'm saying? Like it should say you're closed right there. So no, it'll be a completely different investment round. So in other words, if you invested as an early bird investor and now you're trying to increase your investment, it won't let you. It's going to be a brand new investment. It's not going to be an increase because different terms, right? The early bird investors had 33%. The regular investors have 30%. So it's going to be a completely separate term, right? And that means it's going to be a completely different amount. So it'll be like 2,500 and 2,500 instead of 5,000 in total. It's still 5,000 in total for card point for like card status, but as far as like investor status, it'd be 2,500 at this value, 2,500 at that value. What's the card for 2K? That's the silver tier right here. Silver tier, Nabet. Silver tier cards. Well, first of all, make sure you're logged in. All right. Make sure you're logged into your account. Once you log into your account on Wefunder, it should say either edit my investment or something like that. Or, yeah, it should say edit my investment because it's going to say you already invested this, right? I'll show you what I mean. So I did a test investment on here, right? This is what you should see. You see how here in on the right side of the screen, it says you invested $275. That's me. I did a test investment. If I press edit, right, and I say edit investment, whatever, right? Now it's going to say investment amount. So you say edit. So I can change this. And what you're doing is what you want to do is you want to say what your new investment is. So if you're at 275, I say I want to do 5,000. All right. So now you got to do that, and they'll probably ask you a couple of questions about it. But for the most part, that's what you got to do right there, right? And you say, hey, yearly income, I make $200,000. Boom. And you see how now how it says it was 2,500 a year was my maximum, but now they don't care because I make 200,000 a year, right? So that's how they play the game. That's how they play the game. So you gotta play it that way, all right? So anybody who's trying to change their investment, right? Who's trying to actually who's trying to increase their investment, you actually have to put the full amount of your investment in. Okay? You have to put the full amount of what you want to invest in there when you say edit investment. So you're saying I want to do 5,000 instead. It's going to do the difference, right? And maybe some people made that mistake. Maybe some people made that mistake by lowering theirs because they wanted to add 1,500 and they already had 2,500. Put your total amount in there and it'll tell you. Let's see. Yeah, Jay, that's what happens, right? So I think maybe that's the reason why I was going up and down. So, hey, guys, pay attention. If you just changed your investment, if it said edit, right? Make sure that when you press that edit button, right? Make sure that when you press that edit button, that you're going to actually change this, right? To whatever the heck you got on there, okay? Let me get back to my campaign. Giselle, so let's get 2 million tonight. Giselle has an idea too. I guess it's something that. Let me go see this real quick. All right, Giselle got an idea, so I think we'll try it out. What do you guys think about also adding to our 5K investors? And we're just going to add that to the email, okay? We're going to add it to the email for you guys to be able to add this to your cart. All right. So for all the investors who are going to be doing the 5K gold tier, when we send you the email for the 5K gold cards, right? We're also going to add to that discount code 100% off the anniversary editions. All right. We have like, I think we got 50 sets left. Right. So anybody who wants a set, who can get, who wants an additional set of the anniversary editions, these are the limited edition Black Sands books, then we'll be able to add that to your stuff as well. Since we have 50, I'm sure we'll be able to cover everybody. All right. I said that. I said that. Hey, Giselle, how you doing over there? You want to come over here real quick? Come on by. Thank you. Come on. All right, Giselle's coming because she out here talking to me. Let me see here. Is there any celebrities who have supported? Well, a lot of the voice actors already like said stuff. A lot of voice actors already talked about the anime, gave us endorsements. You saw some endorsements from Eddie Griffin, T.C. Carson, Deborah Wilson, right? So they already said their piece. And you know, uh, what's his name? Michael Venom Page. He's done a whole bunch of stuff for us, choreography and stuff like that. So yeah, we got people talking. You know, we also got our social justice people, right? Like Krim been talking about Black Sands for the last month or so. So it's been going pretty good. You know what I mean? Let's see, but yeah, that's the additional incentive for our gold card members. We're gonna be sending you a free set of the Black Sands anniversary editions. All right, that's like $140.
Yeah, that
All
was
right,
my idea. So I was like, yeah, we should give them the free sets. And they both are signed by Manuel and the artist. So
yeah, me and Hydrus. So just think about that, all right? Hey, everybody who's increasing their investments, if you press the edit button, you have to say the total amount of your investment, not how much you're increasing it by, all right? It says edit, not increase. So maybe some people did lower their investment. They didn't even realize it. So
yeah.
just edit, right? And then put the total number that you want to invest. So hey, I want to do 6,000 instead. Do 6,000 instead, right? Okay. Let's see. All right, let me. I have to catch up to the comments because I know I'm way behind.
Let me see.
Let me see here. Scandal just did 500. Thank you. Yeah, Wefunder says you got to change. You got to change your income. If you have a household income, use that. All right, because it changes based off of that. Like we saw what I just did, right? When I tried to change my investment to $5,000, it said you can only do 2,500 a year, right? And then when I changed my income and I pushed it up to the next bracket, then the limit went away. It went to 5,000. It went to 10,000, right? It's based on your income. The federal government doesn't want you to spend more than what you can afford. That's what they feel. So that's why they give you that number. They're like, wait a minute now. I don't think you can afford 5,000. So they cap you for the entire year, right? But that's based off of your income, all right? And they ain't gonna do no audit on you to figure out whether you're this person or not, right? But they are gonna ask a couple of questions, right, just to make sure they do their vetting, like their minimal vetting for people. All right, so just.
So somebody asked, which card does she receive for 1,000 investment?
That is the bronze card. This one right here. The bronze. Yep, the bronze. Bronze is 1,000.
So guys, I'm hoping that we can get to 2 million tonight. I know we can do it. Let's get to
tonight.
2 million tonight,
guys. People here.
Let's do it. Come on, we can do it.
So when we early bird investors edit our investments, we don't lose our early bird status and perks and previously. No, because I think you already paid out for that. I think that's closed. I don't even think you edit it. I don't think you can edit it. I think you have to go there and make a new investment, because what happens is we got paid out for like the first $1 million, and those people will never be able to cancel. They're locked, right? That money's gone. So you can't really edit that. You can't because editing means you can lower it too. You can cancel it. So I think you just have to make a completely brand new investment. And it should tell you that. It should say like, hey, you want to invest in this or whatever? Boot Seymour, thank you. Appreciate you, man. Is anything special? Is anything special done for Patreon? Yeah, all of them are early birds. All the patrons are early birds. So everybody got better terms than everyone else. If they were a patron, they definitely got in the first week. You know what I mean? Also, you got books. You get all these books and stuff like that. Job opportunities. We have a lot of voice actors who came out of there, novelists who came out of there, right? But patrons are always the first ones in. They were the first. Literally, like the first $600,000 of investments was purely patrons and previous investors. So, you know, better terms, better terms. Yeah, see right there. So this is what you mean. See, just increased to 1K. Uh, Will says a previous investment in August was already cleared, and today's investment is separate. Yeah. It'll show you total investment this round before you have to pay. Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. I am completely hoarse. I have no voice left in me. Maybe Giselle has some voice. You got any questions for Giselle? Let's take some questions for Giselle, and then we'll close it out. And I gotta save my voice for the rest of the week so I can do my 10-hour, 10-hour Zoom crush on Friday. Benjamin Littlejohn said, just went up to 6,000. We can do it.
Yes,
I appreciate
let's go.
you.
Let's go, Benjamin. Thank you so much.
Appreciate
Come on,
you,
guys.
brother.
Let's go. Let's get to 2 million today. I know we can do it. I have faith.
I think
Come
we
on.
got to do. I think we
Let's
can
go.
100%. Let's go and check
Yeah.
these numbers real quick.
Oh, you got to update it?
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Okay.
All right. It's just delayed.
Yes,
I'm guaranteeing
yeah.
people are doing it because they said they were.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's get to 2 million tonight. And like I said, we threw in an extra incentive. You guys get a free copy of the anniversary edition, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 volumes. So yeah.
So it's a What's Next Ideola chapter.
We're
so distracted right now.
Yeah, I'm very distracted. A lot going on with the animation. Yeah, the new titles that we're releasing for the Black Saints Entertainment Publishing Company. So yeah, and Ideola is right now is on hold.
Oh, let's see. Is this an investment for a movie anime series in general? No, it's just a movie. The movie only. So the first 3 episodes is the movie. So
yeah.
you're buying and stock into that, right? The season's completely separate.
Mm-hmm.
Completely separate. Let's see. Someone said, how do I finalize investment? Because on Wefunder, it's asking me to invest an additional $258. That's the base rate for the investments. So they're either saying you haven't paid it yet, right? Or something. Because what happens is this: sometimes people reserve. Remember when we were doing reservations at the beginning of the campaign? So when we're doing reservations at the beginning of the campaign, people still got to pay that, right? So they didn't yet until they went in there and confirmed their investment. So that was a long time ago. So if you haven't done that yet, that's what they're saying. They're saying, hey, you haven't paid this yet. You've reserved it, but you have to pay it. So that's what they're saying. There's no mandatory for finishing. Like, you already finished if you already paid. They take your money immediately. You know what I mean? So there's no hold my spots except for during the reservation phase. So I think that's what you saw. All right, guys. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for talking with us today. We're gonna hit those numbers. I think we're gonna hit 1.5 tonight. Once all that money clears, because you know how Wefunder moves a little slow.
No, we're gonna hit 2 million tonight. Watch.
But I definitely know a lot of people in the comment section just upgraded a lot. So the numbers should dramatically change over the next hour or so, because a lot of people were in this email. I mean, this chat session saying they just put 2,500 down, whatever. Just remember that when you did it, you have to put the total investment amount, not 2,500 if you're already over that, because that means you're going to lower your investment. All right, so just pay attention to that. But I think it's all going to be clear, right? We'll send emails about that too. We'll send an email out to everybody to let them know. Hey, just let you know when you edit your investment, you're not putting the additional amount of money you're putting in. You're just putting a new number that's your total investment. So if you want to do 7,000, you say 7,000. You don't say 2,000 more because there is no 2,000 more. There's 7,000 now. All right, so that's what we're gonna do.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for supporting us. Looking forward to seeing that 2 million goal hit tonight. And peace out and God bless. Bye.
All right, see y'all later. Peace.